So, not that is not the only reason why we might not meet the targets, uh, because there are other factors. See, the over 100,000 people who do not even know their status, they are not conscious of the fact that having unprotected sex or even sharing shafts with other people can lead to they transmitting the virus. They are also not on medication to suppress the virus so that they reach the U equals to U state where undetectable equals untransmittable, because they're not even on medication. They don't even know. So they pose a big, huge challenge to that. Apart from that, our own health-seeking behaviors not also contribute to us not reaching the target. We need to protect ourselves, because as these people already don't even know, more people are getting infected. We realize that in the 2020 report as had been released, more than 16,500 new infections occurred. This is a slight reduction from the previous year. But this is unacceptable. It's so high.
But
so high.
With the 100,000, that's quite a number, and will be leading to the spread and new infections. Is there something that is being done? Because I recall when the report for 2021 came up as well, there was quite a huge number of persons who were living with the virus who were unaware. That appears to be the biggest challenge, isn't it?
It's one of the challenges. That is why we're trying to reach out to as many people as possible to test and know their status. That is why we are looking at new innovations globally and replicating it locally in Ghana. That is why we have tried to introduce the HIV self-testing, so that those categories of people who do not want to go to the facility to test, who do not want to be reached through our outreach programs to test, can by themselves initiate the testing and verification processes by testing themselves in their own convenient homes or whatever environment it seems or appears conducive for them. They test, and then, depending upon the status, if their status is reactive, they proceed to verify and confirm their status at the health facility. So we're looking at all the possible avenues. We're trying to roll out this HIV self-testing to every corner of the country.
Right.
But now, currently, we know it is available through the websites, free for people who are able to access it, especially those in Accra, Tema. And then we have in-person distribution through the CSOs at various districts across the country. So we're making all efforts to ensure that people get to know their status, be on the medication so they don't spread the virus. They have unprotected sex.
Finally, on a breakdown of the numbers, it continues to appear that a lot more females are a part of the newly infected as compared to males. That appears to be the trajectory more often than not. Is there an explanation or a reason why it appears a lot more females are contracting the virus as compared to males?
Yes, there are known factors for that, and others are also compounded by the existing circumstances they found themselves in. First of all, we know that it's easier, in quote, anatomically and physiologically for the virus to be transmitted to females than males. Bearing that, we have other socioeconomic factors that pushes, especially in our environment, that pushes ladies to get more infected easily, where they have transactional sex sometimes, where they because of poverty they engage in so many other things and things like that, and they're not. And the power play in terms of power dynamics when it comes to negotiating for sex and things like that. When a man decides to use condoms, for example, he easily goes and uses it. But when a lady wants to use condom as protection, she has to seek and get the approval invariably from the man before that occurs. And most of the times, if the man doesn't want to use it, then she's at the receiving end.
Right.
So these are some of the factors that make them more prone to getting the virus, apart from what I've already initiated and said about the anatomical and other considerations as it is.
Right then, Doc. I appreciate that you could speak to us this afternoon.
Thank you, and all the best, and thanks so much.
Right, that's